pleasure to welcome you on this sunny morning. And I want to thank our guests, be they faculty, family, or friends, and of course the Honors College staff for joining us today. But it is my great pleasure and my honor to welcome our graduating Honors College students. I want to acknowledge the hard work, the diligence, the stick-to-itiveness that has translated into a completed honors thesis. These are early steps in the process whereby throughout your life, you'll be engaging with the skills that you acquired in the production of this thesis. Moreover, I want to welcome you into the Academy of Scholars. Many of you I know will continue to graduate school, professional schools, and other callings in which you will continue to produce outstanding work that is creative, innovative, independent, and unique. And it will continue to contribute to the world that we all hope to make better. Again, thank you for joining us. We all look forward to the celebration this morning of your work. And now it's my distinct pleasure to welcome the president of California State University. President Bill Covino.
That must be me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
President,
all right.
Go ahead.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dean Sheffield. Good morning. Congratulations, everyone. This is one of those wonderful events that celebrate commencement season, and we are determined to celebrate in the midst of the pandemic all the great moments that we have here at Cal State LA, and this is one of the greatest of the great. I'll tell you, in pre-pandemic years, I would wander over to the Honors College hangout, which shifted its spaces a little bit, and just see if I could soak up the intelligence and have conversations with whomever I bumped into. I would always leave that experience with an inferiority complex because really, you know, you are quite a brilliant group, and presidents use lots of hyperbolic superlatives at lots of points, but we very seldom say brilliant, because there's very seldom something that's genuinely brilliant, but you are genuinely brilliant. And I'm especially pleased, and have been over these years, that the Honors College has remained so focused on civic engagement and on the kind of thinking and transformative work that aligns with our emphasis on engagement, service, and the public good here at Cal State LA. I'm sure that this symposium will be overwhelming in its indicators of, you know, who you are, what you've done, and where you're headed. And I know from being at celebrations of the Honors College in years past, when you know, we've had some fairly detailed information about the next steps for our Honors College graduates, that they're great steps to great places, and the world is there for you with open arms, and excited to have the benefit of your wisdom and your energy as we move forward. I hope that you feel, as I do, that you've learned a great deal being members of the Honors College and being at Cal State LA. I applaud you especially for soldiering through a pandemic year, a singular year for this university. We hope that it will never be replicated, but it's the first of its kind. And to achieve what you have achieved at this point in this year is especially, should be especially gratifying for you. And as you look toward graduation, let me just say that we need you. I mean, we need you out there. The world is changing in all sorts of ways, and there are all sorts of places where your perspective and your scholarship and your forthcoming advanced degrees will make a genuine difference in the directions that we go and the communities that we serve and the good that we do. So congratulations and many thanks for your diligence and your dedication. And of course, thank you to Dr. Rennie Shefflin and Dr. Allison McCurdy, to your faculty advisors who have guided you on what we call them thesis journeys, right? And to Jessica Rodriguez and to everyone who's supported this event. It's absolutely thrilling to be in the same Zoom room with you and to have an event like this to commemorate all of your good work and the futures ahead for you. So congratulations. Thank you very much. Let's get going.
Thank you, President. Wonderful remarks. I want to echo your with regard to the pandemic year. It's been exciting to sit in on the 10-minute presentations that have been going on for the last week or two and will continue as you have made these presentations in your classes in a more detailed way than we will see today. And I note the way in which the pandemic has, in many cases, not been a disadvantage, but an advantage for you. You may have had to pivot to different ways in which you've done your research, and each of those adjustments, I think, will fit you well for a world which is, as was this COVID year, a world of unexpected challenges. And again, I want to congratulate you for your commitment, your fortitude, and thank the faculty, friends, and family again for the support in guiding you in this process. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Allison McCurdy, the Associate Director of the Honors College, who will now introduce our students. Thanks, Allison.
Thank you, Rennie. So we asked Honors College thesis students to, in 1 minute, describe their thesis topic to a general audience and answer the question, how will your honors thesis experience impact your future endeavors? Well, that, I imagine, was quite a challenge. So today we will be watching the students' 1-minute presentations, and they'll be grouped together in a series of slideshows. So once one slideshow is completed, we'll take a moment to applaud their work. And then students from that group will be invited to unmute and turn on their cameras if they wish, so they can speak briefly. In that time, students may give thanks to those that supported them, show off their Honors College medals, talk about their future plans, or just express joy about what they've accomplished. Whatever they wish to express, this is the students' time to take a bow and cheer each other on for a job well done. Okay, so once all the slideshows are complete, so once we go through several series of presentations, please stay on to celebrate with one another. We will be having some breakout rooms with different themes for you to mingle in, so don't leave. All right, and so please bear with me because I'm going to now try to do the technical work to get the first presentation, set of presentations going. All right, so here we go. Share. Whoops, hold on 1 second. False start. All right, group 1. Share. Slideshow. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Charmaine and my thesis is on how individual differences in personality affect eyewitness performance. Participants were given the NEO-PIR personality inventory prior to witnessing a staged crime where someone stole a laptop. Afterwards, they were led to believe they were participating in an actual police investigation that would lead to an arrest, and they were asked to identify a suspect from a police show-up. So what we found was that people who are less open and more agreeable, so more closed individuals, and more agreeable people were more likely to misidentify the suspect, meaning that if the person wasn't there, they're still likely to say, yes, this is the person who stole the laptop. So what this tells us is that we should avoid using suggestive procedures like show-ups because they can wrongfully take away someone's liberty. So some people are very likely to go along with the inherent suggestion that the police have the right guy simply because the person in front of them is in handcuffs. So my thesis has shown me that there are some issues with the criminal legal system, and I hope to be able to make a difference in that following graduation.
My name is Johanna K. Connolly, and my thesis advisor is Frank Cardenas. In this thesis, I explored the logic gap I found while researching the cause of political polarization in America. Other theories, such as the rise of social media and the negative partisanship effect, seem like symptoms of a much deeper psychological tendency. My research suggests that the repulsion effect, which is the concept that we are more repulsed from an opposing view than we are attracted to a similar one, in combination with America being an incredibly culturally diverse place, allows for politicians to easily divide us for votes. They pander to more extreme positions for personal gain, leading to a cycle of antipathy and a growing divide among the American people. I hope to further my research as my interest in this topic has only been heightened in my pursuit of this thesis. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Dio and I'm an electrical engineering major, and my thesis was a senior design project at UCST. My topic was titled the ASME University Rover Challenge, which is a robotics competition that is inspired by the Mars rover missions. There were a total of 10 people on my team from both electrical and mechanical engineering departments, so my role was more focused on the software aspect of the rover. As a student going into astronautical engineering for my graduate studies, and working in the space industry starting this summer, this thesis establishes the foundation of space robotics and grants me the ability to say I have personal experience, which is always beneficial in the field. Another thing is that as a computer engineering specialty, the software experience that I had from the team reinforced my programming skills, which will serve me greatly in the future, as programming is a vital skill for most engineers, no matter the field that they may be in. Thank you to the Honors College for this opportunity.
Hello everyone, my name is Rachel DiRegolo, and my honors thesis for this year was my capstone senior project, where myself and a team of 4 other students competed in a MathWorks autonomous mini drone competition to complete 2 goals. The first goal was to construct an autonomous line follower algorithm to deploy virtually and physically onto a Parrot Mambo mini drone. The second goal was provided to us by the capstone design director, where we were tasked with physically altering the drone to allow it to be able to retrieve a package. My thesis report has allowed me to gain experience in my field outside of the classroom. The honors thesis has impacted my future endeavors by allowing me to learn and develop the skills needed to take my book knowledge from the classroom and apply it to a real-world project. Completing this project has taught me project management skills that I wish to continue to develop and bring into my career.
Hello everyone, my name is Wissam Farjo. I'm a Cal State LA Computer Information Systems student, and I will graduate in summer 2021 with a concentration in information technology. My thesis is about Cal State LA Online Campus Directory and its impact on online communication. Professor Oscar Guzman is my thesis advisor. The study shows the importance of the online campus directory to streamline communication between students and faculty members, which will give a better academic experience for students. Students are heavily dependent on online tools such as the online campus directory, especially during COVID-19 pandemic. However, the current campus directory does not have updated or relevant information to assist students in their needs. I envision a better online directory for our Cal State LA campus, so the students have a greater communication experience with faculty members. For future career, I want to help Cal State LA campus and other campuses to improve their means of communication with their students. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maya Hori, and my thesis and senior design project are on designing and simulating a space debris deorbiter. Currently, there are around 20,000 pieces of debris larger than 10 centimeters in low Earth orbit alone, which is defined as any orbit at altitudes below 2,000 kilometers. This debris poses a risk to satellites in future space exploration, which could be damaged through collisions and lead to even more debris. Our project addresses this by designing a small satellite that is able to capture debris and deorbit it back to Earth, where it will burn up on re-entry. Through this project, I've been able to gain more experience with the design process and learn more about the administrative side of project planning, both of which will be helpful in any future projects. Thank you for listening.
My name is Camille Jesse, and the title of my thesis project is Take the 210 East, the Only Home I Know. Take the 210 East, the Only Home I Know is a creative project exploring youth, memory, intimacy, and public spaces in a suburban town. This project has given me a greater appreciation for the small things in my life. Every place I go and every person I meet has an impact on my life, even if I don't realize it at the time. When it comes to my future endeavors, I will cherish each moment and know that I will always have home as an inspiration for my art.
All right, that was group one. Let's give everybody who's presented in group one a big round of applause. Virtual or real, your choice. Okay, so I'm going to ask everybody who is in group one to go ahead and unmute and turn on your video if you wish, and then I'll call on each of you to see if you want to say something to the group. So I'm going to give you a few seconds after I call your name so I know that I don't exclude you if you want to say something. Okay, so Charmaine, would you like to say anything?
Hi everyone, good morning. I'd like to thank my thesis advisor, Dr. Mitch Eisen, for mentoring me through the process, and my lab for helping me with thousands of data entry files and checking all of them. I'd like to thank the Honors College for making this all possible and giving me such a great learning opportunity, and Dr. Fellini for guiding us through it every single Friday. I'd also like to thank the various professors and staff members who have been here with me on my journey. Thank you to my parents and friends who have been very supportive and listened to me complain all the time about the way I have failed to do statistics again, especially Kate. And I hope to be able to continue making a difference in law school.
Thank you. Yay. All right, Joanna Kate.
Hi, so this was a really great experience, and it's gone through many versions. I'm currently on version 4 of this thesis. The most recent version changed the week before spring break. So this has been an ever-changing project, but it really helped me realize what I'm passionate about. And I'm so thankful for my thesis advisor. He has been truly great and encouraging me to continue this project after graduation, potentially making this a lifelong interest, study, passion. And so I'd just like to thank everyone who helped me, Charmaine for also letting me rant to her, and my friend Jaden and Alana, who's not here today, and my family for just being so supportive of this very chaotic thesis, but I love it. It's my little child, and I wouldn't have asked for it to be any other way. Thank you.
Yay. All right, Natalie.
Yeah, hi. I am really grateful for the experience that I had, especially because of, hold on, can you mute it? I'm sorry, I'm also airplaying to my TV. The entire family's watching. Okay, I'm really grateful for the experience. I am working in the aerospace sector. I'm going to USC for astronautical engineering in the fall. I'm working at JPL this summer, so the experience really did help me and brought me to where I am. So I'm so grateful for that. I know my team isn't present, but I would give them a huge shout out if I could. And just also a huge shout out to Mike Thorburn and my advisor for the project, Dr. Hisham, and also to my family for being supportive, and my friends, especially Maya, who was also in senior design. And so we kind of suffered together in a great way. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yay, awesome. Okay, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. I just want to give a thanks to the Honors College for putting this on and giving all of us an opportunity to do the thesis. And I would like to thank the Mechanical Engineering Department for as well creating this huge capstone senior design projects for all of us. There's so much work that goes into it and dividing it out. And I would like to give a huge special thanks to Mike Thorburn. Although he is not directly my project advisor, I consider him a close advisor because he so graciously accepted the role as my thesis advisor and providing me additional help throughout the project when I was very confused and lost. And then additionally, I would like to thank my teammates who aren't here for completing this project with me as well.
Hey, how about Wisam?
Hello, I want to thank the Honors College for the opportunity. It was really a great experience, and it's like become my second family, and I feel like really is a nice place to be like with the community and to do something for the campus itself. I want to thank my family and all the friends who supported me through this journey. And yeah, that's all.
Yay. All right, how about Maya? How about Maya? What just happened? Oh,
Okay.
how about Maya?
Yeah, hi. I wanted to thank just the Honors College and the Mechanical Engineering Department for organizing the whole thesis thing, as well as the senior design projects, along with my advisor, Ted Nye, and the senior design director, Mike Thorburn. And then also just my friends and family for support. Give a mutual shout out to Natalie.
Yay. And Camille.
Hi, I just want to thank, the whole Honors College for a really great 4 years, and also Joey, my thesis advisor, who really helped me with the project and pushed me to be better and do better and take more pictures. It's a different project than a lot of other people's, so that was really challenging, but I'm really grateful for all the support, and for all of Joey's support with grad school. I'll be attending Loyola Marymount University in the fall, so for their grad program. So I'm really excited for that. So thanks to everybody for all the support and the help, and just for a great 4 years.
Hooray. All right, that's it for group one. We're about to launch group two's presentations. So while I get my act together, hopefully you all can chat each other up in the chat. Whoops. I didn't want group one. We've done group one, sorry. All right. Bear with me. I am an imperfect moderator here. All right, group two.
Hello everyone. My honors thesis is based on my award-winning painting, Color of Freedom, Justice is an Inside Revolution. In this research, we examine the relationship between color preference, the concept of freedom.
My name is Stella Scully Crone, and this is my thesis, Bio 1010 Laboratory Curriculum Redesign. The goal of CSULA's Gen Ed Science requirement is to ensure that non-STEM major students still learn how to think like scientists. The most popular course taken for this requirement is Biology 1010. However, its current curriculum does little to actually teach scientific thinking or contextualize biology and its significance. My advisor and I addressed this, with him focusing on the lecture portion and me handling the lab portion of the course. I compiled virtual resources compatible with the course's future online format. Then I used the BSCS's 5E model, which guides students through 5 steps of engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate, to put together intuitive, scientific inquiry-based lesson plans using these resources. These laboratory exercises will be given in an order that, like the lecture, follows the Big History timeline, a tool that puts the entirety of our known history from the Big Bang to the modern age in a simple 8-part story. We look forward to testing our new curriculum in the fall and making it even better with student feedback. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Abigail Laguna, and my honors college thesis and capstone senior design project is titled Long Range Endurance UAV Platform. Within this project, I was part of the structure sub-team, where my team and I were responsible for the modeling of the structure of the drone, as well as the stress and thermal analysis of the vehicle. The autonomous vehicle was designed so that it would be able to fly and operate for longer periods of time when compared to conventional drones, as well as to complete a wide range of missions at the Port of Long Beach. This project has enabled me to apply previously gained knowledge into practice and given me real hands-on experience that I will carry on with me in my future career. It has also strengthened my leadership skills and given me the opportunity to work in a team setting, which is extremely beneficial in my field.
Hi everyone, my name is Tan Lee, and my project is titled Investigating the Role of RBP2 for Circadian Rhythms in S. elongatus, done under the direction of Dr. Susan Cohen. So that was a pretty complex title. Let's break it down. A circadian rhythm is an approximately 24-hour-long cycle that improves the survivability of organisms. For example, in humans, circadian rhythms tell us about when to sleep or eat. Cyanobacteria, blue-green photosynthetic bacteria, are some of the simplest organisms we know of with circadian rhythms. I study circadian rhythms in a certain strain of cyanobacteria called Synechococcus elongatus. Over the course of my project, I investigated a specific protein in S. elongatus called RBP2 and how it contributes to circadian rhythms. Through this project, I've acquired practical lab techniques and critical thinking skills I'll be able to apply to my future endeavors. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Lim and my project is storytelling through bilingual children's books. This project was completed under the direction of Dr. Raquel Delavie. Equipped with the knowledge of the cognitive and social benefits that bilingualism provides individuals, I believe it is critical for more schools to offer bilingual instruction. While learning should be challenging and incite critical thinking, it should also be fun, and a storybook is a great outlet to deliver simultaneous instruction in language, literacy, and grammar, while also introducing students to positive themes. As such, I have authored and illustrated a bilingual children's book titled My New Home for First and Second Grade Children. The book is intended to introduce children to the Mandarin language, as well as themes of multiculturalism, confidence, gender neutrality, diversity, and immigration. Thank you for your time, and I'm excited to share my project.
My thesis project centered around a type of fish called the eelpout, specifically the genus Lycodes. Eelpouts live in the remote waters of the Arctic and Antarctic Oceans, and they're hard to catch, so they're hard to study. The lack of interest and information on these fish has resulted in an outdated family tree or phylogeny, and in my project, I extracted mitochondria DNA and used data from online databanks to redraw an updated eelpout phylogeny, shown here on the left. You can see that some species of Lycodes are actually spread throughout the tree, and they're not as closely related as we thought. More research is needed to determine whether reclassification and reorganization is appropriate, but this updated phylogeny is a great first step to pinpoint exactly what needs to be looked at.
This honors thesis experience has shown me that as long as I keep asking questions and seeking answers, my future endeavors will be successful.
My thesis focuses on the protections employees have to engage in freedom of speech, specifically the safeguards designed to protect those who work for the government. Public employees, as decided by the Supreme Court in 1968, are protected under the First Amendment when they express themselves in certain situations. Several court cases have been decided on this topic, some involving social media, emergency service workers, and national controversies, and the court has to consider all of these factors when making their decisions. The court has come up with various case doctrines to help guide future decisions. There is the public versus private debate, which discusses whether the employee spoke on matters of public concern, balancing the interests of the parties, which deliberates the employer's interests in maintaining an efficient workplace, and the idea that emergency service workers are held to a higher standard. I came to the conclusion that while private employees don't have nearly the same protections, their public counterparts are well protected under the law.
I better unmute. All right, let's give a round of applause for group 2. All right, at the moment now, we're gonna ask the members of group 2 to unmute your mic and turn on your camera if you wish, so that you can say some thanks. And I'll start by calling Hatya.
Yes, thank you so much. And I think I posted the I think I posted the wrong version of my slide. Yeah, I just like, I had results. I had my thanks to everybody. But yeah, I just sorry, and I can go through that faster. First of all, I wanted to, I like to give my gratitude, appreciation to our lovely Mrs. Jessica Rodriguez, who her infinity love and support for each of us encouraged me to keep going from beginning till now. Then my thesis advisor, Dr. Fernando, who is more than an advisor for me, my honors professors and staff, and my special thanks goes to Dr. Shoflin, who made this great experience happen to me. Thank you, Dr. Shoflin. Thank you, Dr. McCordy, for listening to my, my suggestions. And I just wanted to add the last 2 things. First, I wanted to see what I learned about the Honor College during this process was I thought I am a sympathy person, but I found out how understanding the sympathy needs going too deep to other layers of the social, race, ethnicity, and something happened in our community. And then for my project, I wanted to just give the results because it was too short and nobody's seen that. Our project, the main thing in our project, in my thesis, is how thinking about the color of freedom can improve the moods, and that's going to be helpful. And I'm going to continue this project after finishing the honors. And thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Hatya. All right, Stella, would you like to say something?
Absolutely. So it's been a long journey to get here. Long, twisty, confusing, messy. I learned that life does not happen in the tidy straight line that you think it does or wish it did. Nothing quite happened as I expected, but honestly, things have worked out pretty well. And that's only thanks to everybody who supported me along the way. Family, friends, teachers, mentors, of course, the Honors College. All of you who are here today because of me, thank you for the impact that you've had on my life. I want you to know that I will do my best to keep making you proud with whatever I do next. And thank you to everybody who sent me kind words in the Zoom chat today. I may have screenshotted and saved your notes since I'm a sentimental softie. In sum, I just want everybody to know that I'm somebody who likes to make a difference. I really hope that the work I did for my thesis makes a difference here at CSULA, and I look forward to whatever I end up doing next. And congratulations to everybody else here who has completed their theses.
Yay. All right, Abigail.
I don't think Abigail was able to make it today.
All right, well, let's all just give her a round of applause anyway. All right, thank you. Tam?
Tam may not be here. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't see all the names, so I appreciate if anyone knows. Let's give her a round of applause. All right, Sydney.
Yeah, so firstly, I just really wanted to thank the Honors College for this opportunity. I may or may not have done it if, we didn't have the opportunity to do this project. So I'm really, really grateful. And I would really like to thank my thesis advisor, Dr. Raquel, for hopping on with me in the summer, and as well as encouraging me to eventually get my book published in the future. And I would also like to thank Miss Jenny Sun and Miss Stella Chanstrick, who served as my Mandarin English translators. I'm not fluent in Mandarin, so I was really, really appreciative of their time and help. Personally, as an aspiring educator who's always had an interest in becoming an author on the side, this was really such a fun project for me. And even though there were a lot of restrictions brought on by the pandemic, I really hope that in the future I can research it a little bit more, study it with actual children in the classroom, and perhaps also enhance the illustrations in the book. So thank you so much, and congratulations on everyone today.
Yay. All right, Rania?
Hi, everyone. I'd like to start off just by saying thank you to my family for supporting me these last 4 years and the last crazy year of finalizing my research and getting my thesis written and produced. A big thank you to my advisor, Dr. Andres Aguilar, who was super patient and supportive the last 4 years of my research. And thank you so much to the Honors College for giving us this opportunity. And thank you for just being always so supportive, especially Jessica, for always being there to answer my emails super quickly. And even if it's late at night, she's always there.
Awesome. Yay. Tom, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks to a couple different groups. First, my parents always push me to do my best in school, so I'd like to give my thanks to them. Second, my roommates who would feign interest so I would be able to talk about my thesis to them. That was really helpful in times when that was like the only thing I was doing was working on that. And then lastly, to Professor Adamian, he was my advisor, and he really helped me to draw out my thoughts on the subject, and he really got me interested in the topic to begin with. So I'd like to thank him for that as well.
Excellent. So let's give another round of applause to group 2. Thank you so much. And I'm going to queue up group 3.
My thesis looks at singlet oxygen, which is an excited state of the oxygen that we breathe. If singlet oxygen is made in cells, and it can damage cells to the point of causing cell death, and the projects that I worked on were interested in investigating how cells can protect themselves from this. In the first project, we looked at a type of interaction between amino acids and proteins that seems to protect these proteins from damage by singlet oxygen. And in the second, we looked at derivatives of resveratrol, which is an antioxidant found in wine, to learn more about how and whether these compounds work as antioxidants against singlet oxygen. We actually found that they are not all that effective. Completing an honors thesis at Cal State LA impacted my future beyond Cal State LA because it showed me how science works and how knowledge is created, and I enjoyed this experience so much that I now want to get a PhD and do that for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anaëlle Mouton and this is my honor thesis on the road Homo erectus journey. I studied Homo erectus, which is a direct human ancestor, and I look at their migration pattern. Homo erectus is the first species to ever get out of Africa, so I thought it was interesting to see how they did it. In the current literature, it looks like they went from East Africa towards Central Asia and then toward East Asia. I used cranial morphology and certain traits on the skull that are not really prone to changes from the environment or from time. And I looked at different groups: East Africa, Central Asia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia. Using those traits, I ran a statistical analysis, and my study supports the idea that instead of having one migration route for Homo erectus out of Africa towards Central Asia and East Asia, rather there would be multiple routes, one from East Africa to Central Asia and one from East Africa toward East Asia. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Paloma Padilla. My honors thesis is titled, A Proposal for the Estimation of the Postmortem Interval by the Analysis of Articular Cartilage with Raman Spectroscopy. My thesis topic is a proposal that discusses taking the tissue that covers the ends of two bones, forming a joint and analyzing its composition to determine the time that has passed since death, which in return gives a time range of when an individual died. My honors thesis experience didn't go as planned due to COVID. However, I learned to adapt to the circumstances and work with what I had. Working on my honors thesis also gave me an opportunity to work with Professor Donald Johnson, who has extensive experience in forensic science and is a professor of criminalistics. This experience has helped me strengthen my skills and I believe has made me a stronger candidate for the criminalistics master's program at Cal State LA that I will be applying to next spring. I believe this experience has given me insight into forensics that other students pursuing this career might not have. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob and today I'm going to be talking about my thesis work with Dr. Ishan Wong. Our work studies Parkinson's disease, a disease of the brain in which neurons begin to die as this small protein known as alpha-synuclein begins to clump together into these oligomers, which are thought to bind to and disrupt the cell membrane. Our work uses a unique form of cell imaging known as scanning ion conductance microscopy to map the topographies of live neurons over time. With this method, we were the first to be able to characterize how alpha-synuclein disrupts the membranes of live neurons and suggest a few mechanisms of this disruption. Overall, our work aims to better characterize how alpha-synuclein may aggregate and bind to the membrane, ultimately leading to cell death, so that we may guide the development of preventative or therapeutic treatments that can block the onset or progression of Parkinson's disease. Overall, my thesis experiences have let me really dive into what is quite an interdisciplinary field of research and get a lot of experience thinking about different hypotheses and ways to test them. In my future, I'll be pursuing a PhD at Caltech, where all of my thesis experiences will surely help me succeed.
Hello, my name is George Purcell and this is Colouring Distance Graphs. I'd like to give a quick special thanks to my advisors, Dr. Daphne Liu and Professor Sam Chow, as well as to the National Science Foundation and the PUMP program for funding my research. This project has two goals. First, to further the study of distance graphs, a modern field in pure mathematics, and second, to make the world of higher mathematics more accessible to as many people as possible. I achieved this first goal through analysing key papers in the field and applying notable results to modern questions, furthering progress towards answers to present-day open questions in the field. The second goal was achieved in constructing a 50-page work which can be treated as a reader's guide to foundational papers in the field, where all key terms or definitions are defined for the reader and all lines of logic present in these papers are explained in sufficient detail so as to be more approachable for a wider audience. This project has shown me the joys of opening the world of mathematics to those who may not consider themselves math people, and has been crucial in forming a goal I now hold dear, the goal of becoming a teacher or writing a book that can serve to turn mathematics into a field all can enjoy, rather than one for just math people.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Maria Perea Cordoba, and my thesis focuses on studying cellular conditions that impact AMPK and mTOR. Below is a general schematic of what the Lanning Lab studies. We study how AK4 impacts AMPK and mTOR signaling. AMPK and mTOR signaling both control various cellular processes as seen by the blue italics, which are all related to growth, proliferation, and survival. My project focuses on determining whether decreasing AK4 through siRNA transfection leads to increased AMPK activation, as well as what happens to the activation status of proteins downstream of AMPK, indicated by ULK1, and mTOR, which is indicated by PS6 and 4EBP1. Thank you!
Hi everyone, my name is Joyce Cohen and my thesis advisor is Dr. Daphne Liu, and the title of my project is The Density of Sequences with Forbidden Separations. This project is really about making a necklace with beads, where we want to color some beads red, but we have a restriction that we can't have two red beads next to each other. So I think you'll agree with me when I say that the maximum number of red beads we can have is by coloring 1 out of every 2 beads red. We call this a density of 1/2. These beads actually represent numbers, and the purpose of my project was to find the density of necklaces when we add more restrictions on how close the red beads can be from each other. So my honors thesis experience has taught me so much and definitely enriched my experience at Cal State LA. I faced a lot of challenges throughout this project, but I've gone through them with perseverance and teamwork. So I'm grateful for my thesis advisor, my teammates, friends, family, the Honors College, and EAP.
All right, let's thank group 3. We're group 3 already. Yay! All right, so if group 3 can unmute and turn on your cameras, and I'll call you by name, and we can start to give the personal thanks. I'm just going to do one thing first, and now I'm back. All right, so Charlotte, I'm not sure if Charlotte could make it. She had another engagement. Is Charlotte here? All right, maybe she'll come later. Let's give her a round of applause in her absence. Anel, would you like to say anything?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I want to say thank you to my thesis advisor, Michelle Bliss. She has been amazing. I'm sure we all love our thesis advisor, but truly she has been the best, keeping up with me, helping me, answering my emails at all times and taking time just for me. And thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciated it. And I want to say thank you. Well, I'm not very happy that we're all online, right? But the silver lining is that I'm able to have all my family here from France, my dad, my mom, my grandma, and that's just priceless because they haven't been able to attend anything over the years because they're far away. So thank you very much for being here, and I love you all. Thank you.
Wonderful, yay. All right, Paloma.
Hi, everyone. I would first like to extend my deepest gratitude to my thesis advisor, Professor Donald Johnson, for providing me with guidance, invaluable advice, support, and for his patience. I would also like to thank the Honors College as a whole for the support they provided me. And I would also like to thank Jessica Rodriguez and the Natural Science Department for helping me stay on the right path. I would also like to express my gratitude to my family and my friends for their tremendous moral support, especially my parents, my brothers, Martina and Victor, and my cousin Blas, as well as my friends, Christelle, Aaron, Jillian, Amrani, Berenice, Isha, and Leslie for being incredibly supportive friends during my undergraduate academic career. And lastly, I'm so grateful for my girlfriend, Maria, for her profound belief in my abilities, as well as her unwavering love and encouragement. Thank you.
Yay. All right, how about Jacob?
Yes, hi everyone. Well, first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helping me get through a difficult time of research and put together this thesis. So, of course, my thesis advisor, Dr. Ishan Wong, all of my friends and family members, and especially my girlfriend, Michelle, and of course, the many, many wonderful professors at Cal State LA and elsewhere that have helped me get to where I am today. Of course, I also wanted to say congrats to everyone else in the graduating class this year. We made it. Thank you.
Excellent, we made it. You made it. All right, George, do you like to share?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, first off, congratulations everyone, and thank you all for being such a supportive network through which I could find a consolation if I had a test that I felt a little bit iffy about, or celebration if I had a test I felt great on, or assignment, or an award, or something like that. And it's been a wonderfully supportive network. And I've found that through the thesis project, I've found that in going past coursework and in explaining our fields to people for a general audience, and to be able to give mathematics to so many people has been such a rewarding and fulfilling venture, and something I hope to continue doing for the foreseeable future. So thank you all very much, and congratulations to everybody.
Yay. Maria.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to begin by thanking Dr. Lanning and the Lanning Lab for the opportunity to contribute to the research. I would also like to thank the Honors College for the opportunity to present during the symposium. I would also like to thank Ms. Jessica Rodriguez. She has always been there for me as a friendly face, advisor, and mentor in the Honors College. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family and friends who have all been supporting me from the first day of my undergraduate career. Mom, Dad, Sophie, even Bella. Whew, thank you for helping me with my project. Sorry.
Take your time. It's okay. This is your moment.
Thank you for helping me with my projects and always encouraging me, Erin, Chris, and Gil. You each made my undergraduate career a memorable time, and I know our friendship will last a lifetime. Paloma, thank you for always being patient with me. Thank you for always being my greatest supporter, motivator, and believer. Thank you for waking me up when I would take naps, when I'd be so exhausted from studying. Thank you for always listening to me when I would do my best to teach you new things I would learn. Thank you for always being excited for me. Thank you for always being there for me. And thank you for being my person. To all of you, this is our win. I love you. Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
No apologies. Awesome. Thank you. And finally, Joyce in group 3.
Hi everyone, my name is Joyce. Thank you so much all for coming. I'd like to thank my thesis advisor, Dr. Daphne Liu, for her mentorship and guidance. And then I'd also like to thank all of my teammates in Dr. Liu's group, including George, who's here today. They've been so helpful. I'd like to thank Professor Chow for teaching me some of my first ever math classes at Cal State LA and getting me excited enough about math to major in it for some reason. I'd like to thank my friends and family who have been here and with me since day one. And I'd also like to thank the Early Entrance Program and the Honors College for this opportunity. So congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations, and a big round of applause to group 3 while I queue up group 4. This might be 1 second. Okay, finally getting the hang of this.
My thesis project centered around how the Cal State universities, specifically our home campus of Cal State LA, have adopted sustainability practices and programs to meet the goals established in the 2014 Cal State University System-Wide Sustainability Policy. This policy was created to encourage universities to incorporate sustainable principles in all areas of their operation. While Cal State LA has made great progress towards meeting the objectives outlined in this policy, the introduction of programs such as an edible campus garden would not only help increase food security amongst Cal State LA students and faculty, but also promote community engagement and civic learning opportunities. This honors thesis experience has inspired me to be an advocate for more environmentally friendly processes in food product development as I begin my journey working in the food industry.
Flight is the most challenging form of locomotion. Traditionally, scientists have assumed that specialized anatomical features are required to meet the demands of flight, and the animals that lack these flight adaptations are flight incapable. Juvenile birds challenge this idea because in spite of having underdeveloped anatomies and lacking flight adaptations, they perform flight-like behaviors such as wing-assisted incline running, wing-assisted jumping, and brief horizontal flight. Therefore, we pose the question, how do juvenile birds compensate for their underdeveloped wings to accomplish wing-based behaviors like wing-assisted incline running, jumping, and brief flight? To investigate this, Dr. Hears and I use Extrom to quantify the joint movements or kinematics of ground birds performing these behaviors at different ages and stages of development. We use this kinematic data to compare levels of effort across ages and behaviors using 4 metrics. Our results show that all birds increase their level of effort during more challenging behaviors, and that for any given behavior, juvenile birds typically showed greater effort than adults. This suggests that developing birds compensate for their underdeveloped wings by exaggerating their flapping movements, and reiterates that juvenile provide important insight into animal body plans.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yadira. My pronouns are ella, she, hers. My research focuses on how the settler colonial project of gentrification informed some of urban policing's most controversial and aggressive tactics in the community of El Sereno in East LA. I believe that my honors thesis experience has granted me the opportunity to build relationships with people in my community and highlight the experiential knowledge of people en la lucha. Combining critical race theory with participatory action research allows me to challenge and fight to eradicate oppression both in academia and in community. I now have a much more comprehensive understanding of conducting research and will continue this process in graduate school, which is my next step in becoming a professor. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zariz Santhat, and today I will be talking about the PEF Viewer web application. Now you might be wondering, what is the PEF Viewer exactly? The PEF Viewer is a software tool very similar to Adobe Acrobat Reader, except that it allows you to view multiple PEF documents at once. The PEF Viewer consists of 4 main components: the viewer interface, which is where you view individual documents, the navigation bar, which contains buttons for you to transition between documents, the category filter that allows you to filter out the types of documents being viewed, and the search function, which allows you to search the text of the current document. This thesis has taught me the value of time management, as I had to balance out writing my thesis, making my presentation, and coding for my senior design project. Thank you for taking time to listen to me today. I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Cal State LA competes annually in the International Baja SAE competition. Throughout the team's 50-year involvement in the competition, all cars have been a 2-wheel drive. However, the competition rules have changed that now mandates all vehicles to be a 4-wheel drive. I worked with Cal State LA's Baja team to integrate the new drivetrain subsection of the vehicle. I mainly focused on the power delivery from the front differential to the front 2 wheels, in which I designed the mounting members, CV axles, and housing. These finalized designs have been selected after vigorous simulations conducted in SOLIDWORKS, which is a software for modeling simulations. It also has been verified with hand calculations with a high degree of accuracy. At the end of this entire process, the parts were successfully integrated onto the theoretical model of the car. The completion of this project has taught me to orally communicate my results, translate my technical findings for a wider audience, and to propose out-of-the-box solutions, all of which will help me continue my studies in graduate school.
Hi, my name is Thomas Wetherell, and I'm going to tell you a bit about my senior project working on the Want to Remember mobile application. So Want to Remember is a mobile app designed to help people with cognitive impairment to keep track of important information. Users input data into the application in the form of memories, which are stored in a list and displayed on the home screen. The application also supports medication tracking and reminds the user through notifications to take their meds. The program is written in JavaScript and utilizes the React Native framework, which enables us to develop for iOS and Android at the same time. Some of the experience I gained working on this project was creating the clearest possible user interface for a specific user base. In other words, since our users often have cognitive impairments, we have to take special attention to all of our user interface. Also, I developed this mobile application for both iOS and Android using React Native Framework, which is a very popular framework for programming currently. And furthermore, I've focused on my paired and team programming skills and using tools such as GitHub and Jira. Thanks for listening.
All right, let's give everybody in group 4 a big round of applause. And then I'm going to ask people in group 4 if they would unmute and maybe turn on their cameras, and I'll call each of you to see if you want to say a few words. First of all, let's start with McKenna.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to everyone who presented today. I'd first like to start out and thank my thesis advisor, Dr. Catherine Hillstrom, for not only supporting me on this project, but also just throughout my 4 years at Cal State LA. To all the amazing friends I've made in the honors program, including Rania, Tom, Camille, and Natalie. I'm gonna miss seeing you guys in the lounge and counting on you to always eat the leftover foods that I'd make in lab. I'm really excited to hopefully expand my project as I go over to Chapman University to pursue my master's in food science and product development, and hopefully work with them and their own specific food science and sustainability program there. So thank you, everyone.
Sorry, Leslie. Is Leslie here? All right, how about Yadira?
Hi. Thank you so much to everyone who's here. I'm so excited for everybody who's presented and everyone who's graduating. That's awesome. I'd like to also take a moment to acknowledge the land that we're on, because that's a big part of my project and what I'm passionate about. I hope that everyone reflects on where they're standing and what it took, what the sacrifices that were made, both willingly and unwillingly, for us to be here on the land that we're on. I have to thank Alejandro, who's here today, for agreeing to be my advisor, my mentor, for all of your patience and your guidance. I appreciate it so much. To all my femtors and mentors throughout this process, Dolores, Enrique, Mark. There's honestly too many people to name. And to my familia, for showing up all the time, no matter, even if they don't really understand what's going on. I really appreciate it. To my mom, my sisters who are on today, to Jessica Rodriguez for being the chingona that she is, and for always being there to support me whenever I have a question, or she's so awesome. And to my partner for enrolling me in those 2 classes 5 years ago, who got me started on this journey, and for your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Aries.
Thank you guys for everyone presenting today. Thank you for everyone in the Honors College, especially Jessica, for always replying to those emails that I sent her. Like someone said earlier, that she always replies at night too, which is really cool. You guys have done so much for me. I'm just really glad that we all get to graduate, and I'll miss seeing a lot of you. A lot of you guys I've seen in the Honors Lounge from time to time, always eating and talking and having a good time. It was great. But thank you everyone for being here today. I'd like to thank my senior design advisor too, Keenan Nauer, for just being there and always asking, hey, do you need me to do something for honors thesis, and always making sure that was okay. So thank you everyone for being here today, and I love you all.
Thank you. All right, Brittany.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone, especially at the Honors College, and Jessica for also replying to all the emails out there, and also Isabel for introducing me to each. So I'm really thankful for that. I see a lot of familiar faces in here, so I'd like to thank my fellow EAP cohort. I see Charmaine and Dr. Chow here, so a shout out to them too. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Really appreciate it.
Excellent. And Thomas. Maybe Thomas isn't here. Well, let's give him a congratulations. And let's congratulate all of Group 4. So on behalf of the Honors College, I want to thank all of the Cal State LA Honors College students for their hard work. I mean, yay, go, woo, right? We also do want to recognize the significant contributions made by the thesis mentors who have been listed on the slides. So you know who they are. And we also want to give a shout out to our Honors 4970 instructors, Dr. Allison Fulini, Dr. Jeanette Vaught, and Dr. Julie Cohen. And so I didn't prompt them for this, but if one of the 4970 instructors would like to say anything now, feel free to unmute and share some thoughts, but no pressure. I know you've been cheering on your sections the whole semester, so don't feel forced.
I'll just say it was amazing what everyone has done, and also it's so great to have the symposium today because I get to see all my students' presentations in the long version, but it's so fun to see every section student. So congratulations, everyone.
I echo Dr. Fulini. I just want to congratulate all the honor students. It's been so wonderful working with my group, but it's really also wonderful to see everyone here and see projects from across the spectrum, and to also see my students who know students in other groups, right? And to see that community kind of exploding in the chat. So this has been wonderful, and just a special congratulations to my students who are here in this room. You're doing awesome. And congratulations to all. Dr. McCurdy,
I think Dr. Cohen is not here to say anything yet. She had she was going to come a little later, so but I will give few seconds to see if she's here. All right, well that's great. Thank you all so much. I guess and since this is the Honors College Thesis Symposium, we have to all give thanks, although many of you already have, to Jessica Rodriguez for all she does to support students in completing the thesis journey. Woo! Jessica.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, and before we stop the formal portion and start the more informal socializing portion, I also want to make sure that we thank Isabel Garcia, Mary Lou Castillo, Jessica Rodriguez for all the behind the scenes work that goes for every single one of our events. And I think, I just want to make sure they don't go unacknowledged. So thank you to the Honors College staff that help the Honors College events, and the early entrance program staff that do early entrance program events as well. So yay. All right. So now we plan to continue the celebration more informally, and we'll let Jessica Rodriguez tell you a little more about how that's going to work.